Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Zebu Nation. We're here with FC Cincinnati in Major League Soccer, rolling through our very first season. Not our first season in MLS. This is a preparation season, a year at least, in which we're fixing the club, preparing the club for Major League Soccer. But we do have one bit of business to take care of, and that is the U.S. Cup. Take a look at our competitions, where we've been chosen to play against Atlanta United in the 5th round. Now, board confidence is sky high right now because they just wanted us to make the 4th round. They didn't realize how good this team was going to be, and I'm going to say that we're not a great team, but we're playing well right now. And that's what's important, because in the last round, we smashed New York Red Bulls 4-1. Bit of a surprise there. Now, it wasn't a surprise that we smashed the other two teams that we played, because they were, amateur teams, basically. But New York is an MLS team, and we smashed them pretty good, 4-1. It was an excellent game. In between, I decided to play the Atlanta United Juniors, just to get a little playing time for some of our other players who aren't going to be starting in the game today. And we had a 1-1 draw in that friendly versus Atlanta United 2. The Deuce. Wasn't a great game, but we did get the draw. We had a lot of our young players in there. Zakic at the striker position, Valencia and Perez, a lot of our academy players. Of course, our superstar, 16-year-old Patrick Lee, played very well, 7.6 rating and a goal for the young central defender. So he's still proving to be one of our best prospects, not just in the training room where he's scoring perfect 10s in training, but also on the pitch where he's scoring very good ratings and even scoring some goals. So the future is bright for that young man. But right now, the future is Atlanta United in the 5th round. Let's take a look at Atlanta. They are very good. Let's see who they've picked here. Their roster is outstanding. They've got a lot of foreign players on their team, and they're going to play them all. It looks like, at least according to their last match. They played a lot of their foreign players, and their foreign players are very good. Almiron, Villalba, Barco, Martinez, outstanding offensive players. Then you throw in Nagbe and Giovanni Martinez. I mean, those guys are just way better than anybody we've got on our team. Now, defensively, they're not great, but they're also not bad. I mean, they picked up Perez in the offseason, who can play central defense, and he's worth a lot of money. $4.1 million is pretty good value for MLS. And then, of course, they've got Brad Guzan on the back line. So they're tough. They're one of the teams that should be vying for MLS championship. Now, we'll see how much effort they want to put into the U.S. Cup. Basically, we can tell by who they're going to play against us. So let's get this rolling a little bit. We're going to use our same mentality, same shape, everything. 4-2-3-1. Hand that over to the assistant coach. Let's get a move on. Take a look at the rest of the U.S. Cup in a minute here, as soon as we can. Fitness tests are looking okay. We got a lot of players back from injury. We got a couple players who are still injured. But most notably, we got Dennis Flores back, so we're going to throw him right back into the lineup without a doubt. And here we go. Here's the rest of the U.S. Cup schedule. Chicago versus Indy 11. Houston versus FC Dallas. Orlando, Tampa Bay. That should be a little local rival grudge match. Philadelphia, New England. Portland 2 versus LA Galaxy. Swope Park versus Kansas City. So they got a lot of regional rivalries here. The only one that's not particularly regional is our game, Cincinnati versus Atlanta. I guess that's as close as we could get. I don't know how many regional rivals Atlanta really has in MLS, unless you look at some of the Florida teams. But anyway, it should be a very good round, and it would be an outstanding achievement if we could beat Atlanta. They are 7-4 favorites, I guess. We're both coming in very good form. It's all going to come down to who plays for Atlanta. Are they going to play their top team or not? Like I said, we're sticking with the best players that we got. Flores is lacking match fitness. We're throwing him back in there anyway. We do have the C-Bone on the bench, so he can step in. All right. So they're going with the 4-1-2-3, but they've got all their starters in there. Guzan in goal, McCann, Parkhurst, Perez, and Larentovich. Larentovich. Yeah, I've heard his name pronounced before, but I forgot how to pronounce it. Jeff is what Loki Doki called him. Anyway, Remedi at defensive midfielder, Almiron, Martinez, Barco, Villalba, Martinez up top. So the only guy missing from their lineup is Nagby, and he's on the bench. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough day of sledding here. Let's get to the dressing room. Hand over to the assistant. That's fine. Opposition instructions. Assistant coach, what do you got for us? A little bit of tackling. That's all he's got. All right, Joseph Martinez getting closed down on. Barco pressing him. We probably shouldn't, but we're going to. That's just how I do. McCann and Parkhurst. I guess we'll press them as well. Okay. Kickoff. Here we go. We get a home game, though. Pretty sure. This doesn't look like the Audi Dome, so we're okay. All right. Let's see what we can do. Atlanta United is the biggest challenge we've had as a young franchise. Let's see what we can do. They're coming out in a little bit of a defensive formation, and we're coming out in the attack. So maybe the roles have been reversed here a little bit, but we'll see. Currently, we've got 2 shots on target, and they have 0. They got most of the possession, but we seem to be on the front foot here. Here we go. Ooh, free kick from Barco. Sends it back post. Perez heads it out. Martinez's shot is deflected. Perez, though, to Jeff, and Jeff scores. They do have some pretty versatile center backs with Larentovich and Perez back there. Both those guys probably would be midfielders on other teams. And that was a good defensive stand there, but then, 44 just lost Jeff on that pass. That was a good move. We go down early to Atlanta. Not so good. But we're going to keep the pressure on. We're going to keep moving forward. See what we can do. Our guy Ryan is a little anxious right now. Disinterested even. Wish we could yell at him individually. Here we go. Perez with a free kick over midfield. Barco charging forward, looking for a pass. He does not get it. Almiron drops it back to Remedi. Atlanta slow playing a little bit. Gets it up to Villalba. Villalba takes it wide. Looking for the cross to Barco. He's there, but his header is over the net. That's fine. Three shots on target now, but no highlights. Newman has made a lot of mistakes, but it's okay. Don't really have a lot in there to replace him anyway. So we'll let him play his way out of those mistakes. See what we can do. Atlanta looks to be holding on to the ball. 57% possession for them. They've got their 1-0 lead, and they're going to try to take that to the bank. Here's another corner from Barco. Near side, sends it in Martinez. Perez with the sliding goal. Possibly offside? Possibly. I don't think so, but that's about all we can hope for right now. Interesting new animation, the sliding goal here. Headed down, Martinez just flicks it forward, and Perez, I don't know, just bounces off his knee. Goes in. 2-0 down. Should encourage our players to try short passing play. Here's our first highlight. Klute with a throw-in. Gets it back on the sideline. Takes it wide. Sends it in. Can't get it. Can't make a connection. And here's Atlanta on the counterattack. Barco streaming down the far side. Defense closing in. Oh, great tackle. But they're calling a penalty on a Kugo. That was all ball. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous. Who's taking? It looks like Jeff is taking the penalty. He is. I thought Richie had that stopped for sure. I mean, it went right straight at him. He stuck out his hands. Just bounced off. Tried to deflect it instead of catching it. He should have just caught it. What's your deal? 3-0 first half. We're getting a little bit of our own medicine, unfortunately. We need to score a goal before halftime or we're done. Here's Villalba getting it in there. Richie finally makes a save. Newman isn't playing well at all. He's got a 6.0 rating. We'll sub him out at halftime, I suppose. There it is. 3-0. Not how we wanted to start this match at all. So our only choice at right back is Lahoud. Bring him in. He can't do any worse than a 5.6 rating, that's for sure. Dressing room. All right, let's yell at these boys. Assertive. That was terrible. Get out of here. Do better. Let's go. All right. Atlanta. The kickoff. Martinez. Larentovich with the turnover. Flores has it. Gets it forward. Adi can't beat Perez. Perez is an interesting dude back there on that back line. Very good physicals. Nice speed, strength, jumping reach. Good mentals. 26-year-old Argentinian. He's a top-notch defender for MLS level. You're not going to see many defenders better than that in MLS. Parkhurst to Larentovich. Here comes the attack. Villalba looking to get forward. He's making a run down the far sideline, but they send it to Barco, and Barco heads it on to no one. Here's McLaughlin now, starting the counterattack for FC Cincinnati. Ryan and Flores bombs it ahead. Ledesma is a little bit injured, but he's got the ball. He sends it into Adi. Adi with a sliding goal of his own. They're giving it to Adi, even though there were two defenders on him. He manages to overpower them with that size and strength. Gets one back for the orange and blue. Ledesma playing hurt out there on the wing. Good cross. Adi. Great slide. And Guzan not quite covering the near post. So there we go. We got one back. Let's see what we can do. Ledesma injured. That is not going to help us out at all. Going to keep him in there, though, because we got nothing else to play for. Potential foot injury. You know, unless he starts playing badly, we're going to let him limp around for as long as he can. So we literally have nothing else to play for this season. If he gets injured for 6 months, it's fine. You know, we can wait until next season for Ledesma. 70 minutes in. Is there anything we can do to the team instructions to help us out? I don't think so. Could get stuck in, possibly. They've got a little bit more possession than we do. 75 minutes. Zizzo's coming out. Robinson is out. They've already made 3 subs. Darlington Nagbe is in for Atlanta. 81 minutes. Here we go. Here's a highlight. Clute. Throw in far side to Flores. Centers to Ryan. Ryan's looking for some support. Drops it back. Agasamunde out wide now to Clute on the attack. The fullback tries to cross it. It's deflected. Here comes Atlanta bombing it forward. Lahoud. Nice win of the header at midfield. McLaughlin now has it. He sends in an early cross. There's Adi with the header. Look at this. No, goal disallowed. What? Offside. Where's the VAR? Come on. Here it is. No, this is just the replay? Okay. So, yeah, he's a little offside. He's a little offside. That brings me to something about MLS that maybe you don't know if you don't watch it. But they VAR every goal in MLS. Every single goal. They go to the VAR. At the beginning, you think that maybe it would be annoying or take some time, but they've got it down to a science. So it's not so bad. And actually what they've done, here's Ledesma now on the attack. 86 minutes. See if we can get one back. He centers to Ryan. Ryan moving up fairly uncontested. He takes a shot. What they've done is they've trained their linesmen not to put up the flag, no matter what. If the ball is in scoring position, the linesmen do not put up the flag until after the ball is in the net. Then they put up the flag. Then the ref checks VAR and disallows the goal. So they never... There's Barco with a free kick, goes wide. What they never want in MLS is they never want a goal disallowed by the linesman. And then go back to VAR and check and see that it should have actually been a goal. So they always tell the linesman, keep your flags down and let the referee check it on VAR. So it's something different. All right. I needed something to distract me from the game because we lose 3-1. If we'd have gotten that goal, that second goal, this could have been different. Could have been much more interesting. Unfortunately, we were offside. And there ends our run in the cup. Pep talk. Underdogs gave it your best. Good effort, boys. I think we kind of knew if Atlanta was going to play their best, we didn't really have a shot to beat them. But you know what? We played pretty well. Cincinnati defeat in the U.S. Cup 5th round. 3-1 defeat by Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That did not look like Mercedes-Benz Stadium at all. Because Mercedes-Benz Stadium is a dome, in case you've forgotten. And that was definitely not a dome. All right, so FM19, you got to work on it. You had it right in FM18. So let's, pick it up here in FM19. Ledesma injured, out for 2 to 3 days. That's fine. We don't have a lot left to do. U.S. Cup 5th round. How'd we do? Colorado beat Minnesota on penalties. Philadelphia beat New England. Tampa Bay beat Orlando on penalties. So there's one of the second division teams making it through. Sporting KC wins. FC Dallas beats Houston in their little rivalry match. There's Atlanta United beating Cincinnati. Portland Juniors beat LA Galaxy 4-2. That's a little embarrassing. And then Chicago beats Indy. So we got 2 lower division teams who made it through. Tampa and Portland. Not that it matters too much to us anymore. But there it is. There's the end of our competitive season. Finished with 60% board confidence. We were up to 75% before the game. I should have asked for a contract before the game. We'll see if we can ask for a contract right now. Because our contract runs out in a couple of months here. In 6 months, but still. Let's see if we can ask for a contract. I guess we have to go to the board and do that. So we improved the data facilities. We got the club. Let's try personal, new contract. I would like to sign a new contract as my present deal doesn't have long to run. Your job performance thus far hasn't deserved an early extension. Want to see more out of you. Okay. Anything else? Facilities? Training facilities? Can we get better training facilities? Players reach their potential. We would love to do this. All right, so we are going to get our training facilities improved. Outstanding. Anything else we can improve? Data analysts, junior coaching, networking, staff. See if we can get some more coaches. Our coaches right now are overworked. Reduce the workload on the current staff. We agree that the current coaching staff is under a lot of pressure. Okay, so that's all the board requests we can make. But there you go. We're improving our training facilities. Going to be done just in time for the new season. January, February. Oh, the planning is going to be done in March. Oh, man. So it's going to take a while to improve those training facilities. Our job security is very secure, but they just don't want to give us a new contract for whatever reason. So there we go. We're going to end it there. We're going to do one more episode before next season just to talk about some stuff. But then we're going to get on to next season and the actual MLS experience. So until then, until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.